Welcome, 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 one and all. It is ROMpourri. I am Logan, and we've got Hector asking where I am. Asked that about an hour ago, so I guess didn't get the memo that I start at 8, as I always have. Alright, well, it's ROMpourri time once again. Hope you all are having an amazing Saturday. Hope you all have had an amazing week. I just got a third-party Switch dock, which I have yet to actually try, but I'm sure it'll be totally great and totally won't figuratively and literally blow up in my face. So, let's start off with something. So, it's tradition that I start off with a random game. And I figured something that would help with this process, make it move a little bit faster, basically won't take as much time loading things, and also might yield more random results, is a wheel! Yes! The official ROMpourri wheel. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, it is time to spin the wheel of ROMs. That is really quiet, at least on my end. And we have Atari Lynx! See, we probably wouldn't have gotten an Atari Lynx game if I hadn't done this. I like the Atari Lynx. Not nearly enough hype behind it. Hopefully we get a decent game so that I can actually demonstrate this thing effectively. But I love the Atari Lynx. It is a console that's really just... It's so ahead of its time. And really, I think the reason it failed is just because... I mean, Atari was just a spiraling dumpster fire at this time. They could have basically had the cure for cancer and not have been able to sell it properly. Alright. Select random game. Launchbox selects. Chip 8 emulator release. But that's not, yeah, that's not not a thing. Let's try that again. Why do I have weird chip 8 stuff? I must have put it in the wrong folder by accident. Ah, here we go. Gauntlet, the third encounter. More like the turd encounter, huh? Am I right? Well, let's see. I mean, it's Gauntlet. How can you really screw that up? Well, we're gonna find out. Here we go. Hello, Sir Jacob. How are you? How's your week been? Oh, well, okay. It's a vertical game. I understand. Oh, well, okay. It's a vertical game. Okay, well. Cool, so that all works. Good old-fashioned folders, yes. Gauntlet. Yeah, there were a couple of Oh wait, this isn't a vertical game. Why did it default to that? That's a little bit strange. But Yeah, there were Atari games that were vertical, though. Clax is the one that immediately comes to mind. Alright, let me... I think there's like a shortcut to like actually change it, but I should also just be able to go into the emulator. Video refresh rate. 60 hertz, yeah. Here we go. And there we go. There's Gauntlet. We all know Gauntlet, right? Hey, Levon, how are you? Actually, let me... Okay, sounds good. Actually, I might turn it up slightly. There we go. Leo, how are you? Gang is all here. Oh yeah, Gauntlet is an absolute classic. I don't know if I've ever played the Lynx version. As much as I champion this system. I mean... Well, shock of all shocks, it's Gauntlet. And, upon first impressions, I would have said it's a fairly competent... It's a, very, rather, competent version of the game. I totally would have had some fun playing this. Was Gauntlet ported to anything? I mean, like, obviously it was ported to a bunch of home consoles, but were there any handheld versions of Gauntlet back in the day? There probably would have been later. I do find it interesting that in this version of Gauntlet, enemies do drain your health in the traditional way. You can't, you can't, like, kill an enemy just by touching it, like in traditional Gauntlet. Alright, we got a thing now. Okay. I'll say this, as compared to other versions of I say other versions of Gauntlet. This isn't like a port of the original game. This does seem to be its own unique creation. But, as opposed to, like, other Gauntlet games, it is a lot easier for enemies to just latch themselves onto you and siphon your health. Which I'm not sure how much of a fan I am, but, if I had, more patience to actually get good at the game, I probably would be able to enjoy the game, regardless. See, though, like, look at this. Look at this system right here. This came out the exact same year, within a couple of months of the Nintendo Game Boy. You could have been playing Tetris, or you could have been playing this. And you'd probably be wise to be playing Tetris, because, like, graphics aside, I mean, come on, it's Tetris. But not to take away from the fact that the Atari Lynx was just an absolute powerhouse. You had games like Blue Lightning, which were basically Star Fox before Star Fox. You also had Chip's Challenge before the fame of the Microsoft Fun Packs. I could go on and on about the missed opportunities that were the Atari Lynx. But along with all of that, it does seem like it has a very competent sequel to Gauntlet. I don't know if this particular sequel was ever ported to anything else. Gauntlet 3. Was it an arcade game? Very likely. I would not have asked for any other death, really. This is the only way you could have done this. Right, well that was Gauntlet. I'm sure you all know what Gauntlet is. If not, I feel very sorry for you. If not, I also enjoyed talking to you. You have Gauntlet Dark Legacy on the Nintendo GameCube. Yeah, there's Gauntlet did have kind of a resurgence in like the late 90s, early 2000s between what was that game? Gauntlet Dark Legacy. There was also Gauntlet Legends, which was ported to fucking everything. The PS1 and Dreamcast, I know specifically. I think it might have also had an N64 port. But, yeah, Yasuke's been getting into that one fairly recently. That's a LDPL, yes. LDP plays... Okay, cool. Kurumi, I would prefer you didn't spam in my chat. I see what you're doing, but like, please don't spam in my chat, please. All right. It does although I will say I'm glad Kurumi is here because I did try altering the chat again. I made the text bolder. And also, I did not mess with the spacing, which I think is what the issue was the last time with Kurumi's name getting kind of messed up, because it is something larger than 2 lines. All right. Okay. Let's do, here's a request. Levon made this one a little while ago. And... this one I don't think I've heard of before, but... Let's do it. Oh, is this the game? Oh, this must be it, yeah. The Path of the Superhero. For some reason, I wrote down Ultimate Muscle Path, but this is a game called Ultimate Muscle... The... Something Legacy, The Path of the Superhero. I am not even going to attempt to be able to pronounce that properly. But it is something that Levon requested. Ultimate Muscle. Thank you so much for playing this. Jesus Christ, Levon. Alright. Thank you. Story mode. Let's get started, indeed. Over 10 years ago. 10 years had passed. A super villain. Is this gonna be like a trading card game or something? I'm getting that kind of vibe, like Yu-Gi-Oh or some shit. However, they were not all destroyed. Under the guise of letters which no one knows what stands for. Nobody knows. Like, I don't know, some letters. We could figure it out, but I mean, you know, we aren't paid that much. We have once again commenced. They have once again commenced their plans to control the Earth. As time passed, even the once mighty Muscle League was defeated by these new supervillains. Is this based off a show or like some other existing property? I'm getting that sort of vibe. Maybe not a show, but like this is like based off some other existing IP, I think. I never heard of it. You know about it on the G. So, this is a GameCube game? Okay. So far, this is feeling like a very Game Boy Advance game. You know what? In honor of Kurumi. Are you happy now? Watch, I'm gonna dialogue skip and have no idea what the fuck this game is. Oh! Or I can just press start. The ultimate dialogue skip. Oh, it's a wrestling game. Oh, it's... No, I do know what this is. This is based off the... I know what this is. Yeah, Muscle. It was a toy line in the 80s. I guess... it was still existent in the 2000s. Literally, all I know about this is, like, it was a toy line with some really kind of unique and honestly pretty fun character designs. And also, it was responsible for a very, very bad NES game. Indirectly, I will have said, because, that was not originally a Muscle tie-in game. I don't remember, what was it called? Ultimate Wrestling originally, or something like that on the Famicom, and then when they brought it over to the States, which for some reason they did... Oh no, it was Tag Team Wrestling, right. This is based on an anime that aired in the early 2000s on Foxbox. Okay. So does this have any connection with, like, the Muscle toy line from the 80s? I would have thought so, because it's also a wrestling game. Oh shit, you can jump like 400 feet in the air. I love it. What? Continue? Did I just fucking die in the tutorial? That's so good. It's a wrestling game. I can say if you're into that sort of thing, I mean, if you're into this sort of thing, there's definitely much worse you could do. There were a lot of really janky wrestling games. This one, as far as I can tell, seems like it's on the upper side of the spectrum. It has a lot of moves. I mean, and you know, it's kind of superhero-based, so you kind of have the luxury of being able to sort of play sort of fast and loose with, like, traditional physics and sort of just have more of an ability to do whatever you want. I say that, I don't really have... Oh, I was gonna say I don't have direct control. I'm also playing a tutorial, so... Music is fine. I got KO'd. This game seems good. I think I'm not really into this kind of game, but if I were, I mean, like I said, there are much worse options I could have gone for on both console and portable. Fuck, he's got me pinned. How do I get up? Oh. With the shoulder buttons, I guess? Okay. He is kicking my ass, though. There's... Controls... I don't know if it's, like, just me not being good at the game, but controls feel a bit unresponsive. Rob, how are you? We are currently playing Muscle, the path to becoming a superhero. I believe it is. Based off an anime, but also possibly based off the Muscle toy line from the 80s, which might have also, I think, had a TV show now that I think about it. Anyway, that's Muscle. It's a wrestling game. If you like that sort of thing, there's worse you could do. Okay, here's a game that I was gonna play yesterday, but I got kind of distracted. So let's just do it. Also, I think the reason I didn't play it was because I was having some issues with the emulator, but let's see. I shouldn't this time. It's a DS emulator. There shouldn't be like an issue with it running too badly. This game was requested by Karumi. Oh, what? Oh, is there another one? Oh, there's... Okay, so there's Sonic Rush and there's Sonic Rush Adventures. Interesting. Let's, you know, do that whole Sonic Rush thing. Oh, and it is lagging. I might have to adjust the, Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust the emulator. Wonder if I have it, like, set to, like, a ridiculously high setting or something. Sonic! Okay. Actually, let's just do this. Oh, well, I had it set to DS EMU. What about Milan DS? I don't know if I've tried that. Oh. Okay, is that gonna be different at all? Oh. Yes. It is. That one immediately runs way better. We will do this one. Oh. Actually, I take it back. This still runs like shit. I can do DS or DSi. I don't, CPU emulation, that might be it. Okay. See if this... Okay, well, let's see if this is at least playable. This is going to be the absolute worst way to play Sonic Rush, I'm sure, but... Actually, let me try, like, one last thing. Let's try the 2015 version of DSEMU. Because the reason that exists occasionally is so that you can have like a lighter version of an emulator. Okay, has the same issues. Oh, wow. Wow, okay, well that is genuine slowdown because even the text-to-speech is fucking up. I think the last one ran slightly better, so let's actually go back to that. This DS emulator shouldn't have this much lag. Oh, is this gonna be like 3D? That would explain why this run. No, never mind. I have no idea why this runs badly. This literally does not look much better than like Sonic Advance. In fact, it looks exactly like Sonic Advance. Why does this run like shit? This can play Super Mario 64 just fine. Because Super Mario 64 ain't fast! Well, I mean, neither is this, so fair enough. It does do the thing I like with certain DS games, and like how it utilizes the double screen. Actually sort of uses it to make the actual playing field bigger. Oh, God, and the... Well, I say that, but then you have games which just, like, glitch out the entire playing field. This is almost like... Yeah, I mean, it is Sonic Advance. It's Sonic Advance, but on the DS. If that sounds appealing to you, then do I have the game for you? Because it's entirely, literally that. Oh, you do get to grind, like in the console games of the time. So it's almost like they were like kind of bringing ideas from the OG like Sonic games. Okay, how long until I fucking soft lock? Because there's no way. This feels like it's about to soft lock at any moment. This is just running by a thread. Somebody's gonna, like, look back at the replay, be like, oh, well, obviously it runs like shit. You have the OpenGL set to blah, 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 and that's why it's, you know, obviously you have to set it to something else. Like, I don't fucking know. I have a hacked 3DS. That's how I usually play 3DS games. A hacked 3DS, of course, being able to run them natively and not, you know, this. Sonic, he's got an attitude. Sonic, he is the fastest thing alive. Yeah, this is Sonic Rush. I will say I did have Sonic Colors on the DS as a kid, and that was really fun. This basically seems like that, but with weaker graphics. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. What more can you really ask for? Well, decent 3D games, but we didn't get those. Oh god, now the slowdown's getting even worse somehow. Why is this running like shit? I was able to run Super Mario 64. Now I'm, like, wondering if I've, like, gaslit myself into thinking this can run Super Mario. Because if it can run that, it should be able to run this, like, easily. Look at this. It looks like a GBA game. But they just ported over, which is probably entirely what this is. On the bright side, I think this music does sound like it's copyrighted. And, I don't think we're gonna be worrying about any claims. But yeah, no, this, I mean, people definitely, regard this game very highly, and I totally understand why. I mean, like, the same people who, praise Sonic Advance. If you like Sonic Advance, this is basically that, but with 2 screens. I like Sonic Advance. I like a lot of the other, like, portable Sonic games. This is a portable Sonic game. And that really is the thing, is, like, Sonic has always had a much better time on portable systems, hasn't he? Like, think about it. Like, the exact same time this game was coming out, what was coming out on, like, okay, like, by the graphical style, I'm guessing, like, 2005, 2006, you know, Sonic 06 was coming out around this exact same time. And, you know, I'll leave it up to your eyes, your ears, and better judgment to decide which of those, games is, more worth playing. And then you had, like, obviously, like, Shadow the Hedgehog and, like, Sonic Unleashed, which was better, but still not very good, in my opinion. Sonic Colors, which was also kind of better on handheld, if I'm being totally honest. Sonic Generations was better on console because, I mean, really the handheld version was exactly the same, but just, you know, a little bit more scaled down because the 3DS couldn't quite handle everything that they wanted to do with Sonic Generations. Sonic Generations, I think, is just overall a very overlooked game. It does have modern Sonic, but I mean, you know, it's Sonic Generations. You know, you kind of have to acknowledge the bad parts of history in order to show why this thing was so popular in the first place and how it went downhill. That's probably not the intention they had. Anyway, Sonic Rush. It's Sonic, but, you know, good. Shit, I forgot to download. Alright, let's do Kingdom Hearts. I was kind of dreading doing this one because it is an RPG and I don't typically love to do RPGs on this channel because, well, obvious fucking reasons for the format. But let's see. Let's see how this one goes. Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories for Game Boy Advance. This is part of the collection of Kingdom Hearts games on the PS4. So, what kind of movies do you think they'll have in this game? You know, scenes from such popular Disney movies as Tarzan, Emperor's New Groove, Jungle Book, you know, the other jungle adjacent movies, perhaps. Game Boy sounds like shit. Oh, that is crusty. Whoa, FMV? Holy shit, FMV! FMV, and it runs at a frame rate that doesn't make me want to gouge my eyes out. What the fuck? I don't know Japanese. I should not be singing that song. Yeah, FMV on a Game Boy, and it actually looks pretty good. Something at least vaguely approaching 30 frames per second on the system is pretty cool. I mean, granted, the homebrew GBA video that I created was also at a decent frame rate, but that was also, you know, 2 minutes long and also the entire cartridge. They blow all their budget. Imagine they blow all their budget on this FMV and the actual game is like Game & Watch quality. Good Donald Duck impression. You like it? I like it.
You sure we should? You sure we should just, Are you sure we should just barge in here like this? The king? Oh, King Mickey's here? Really? But now that you mention it, I was thinking the same thing. Murder. I'll do it again.
Are you serious? So was I! One look at this castle, and I just knew they'd be here. And I just knew they're here.
Well, what'd you know? Great minds think alike, I guess.
Guess again. This can't be where... This can't be mere coincidence. Fucking cricket. Yeah. LCX was able to make it. Hello, we are currently playing Kingdom Hearts. What was this one called? Chain of Memories for Game Boy Advance. Earlier we played Muscle Game on GBA. Both of those were requested by Levon. And then we played... What was it? Sonic Rush, which ran like total dog shit, and I have no idea why. This is a long game. Well, if I was not requested, I would probably not do it. This is, not exactly ideal for this format. But as long as there are no jungle levels, I think we'll be totally fine. Thunder! Sorry, I had to. Oh. Anime? I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, this is Kingdom Hearts. I guess it always kind of had, like, a Japanese-style influence to it. Oh, are you talking about the Muscle Game? Yeah, that was based off an anime. Although I think it might have also been based off the toy line from the 80s, which begat the really, really, really bad Famicom game, which was... I've been trying to think of the original what that was in Japan. I'm pretty sure that was tag team wrestling. It was like a Tosei game, really bad, and then they brought it over here with a muscle license. Julian, how are you? Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Yeah. Oh, Kaneko Man, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, I knew it had like a different I knew it had a different name on Famicom, but that's like my exposure to the muscle I don't know if that... Wait, is that the same license, or is it different? I don't remember. All I know is that they brought it over here, they called it Muscle, and it sucked. Like, that is, like, universally, like... Ultimate Muscle is, Well, Ultimate Muscle, I think, was the GBA, so my understanding is, like... And I know absolutely nothing about the series, but in the 1980s there was like a toy line called Muscle, and it was like these like tiny little like action figures that you could like make wrestle. There might have been a TV show of some kind in the 80s, and then in the 2000s on something called Foxbox, which I've never fucking heard of. Presumably it's the same thing as like Fox Kids, maybe like a programming block within that. They had like another anime called Ultimate Muscle, and I can't confirm that the 80s Muscle and Ultimate Muscle are in any way related, but I mean, they both do have to do with wrestling, and I would imagine they are. Or 4Kids? I don't know. It is the same? That's what I thought. Yeah. Because, like, they both have to do with wrestling, so I would have thought so. I don't even know if we had 4Kids. Because, like, up until, like, I was maybe about 8 or 9, we had basic cable, and I don't think 4Kids was included in that package. I'm pretty sure 4Kids was, like, a premium channel. So it was basically, like, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, or whatever the hell was playing on Saturday mornings. And PBS, obviously. Fox Kids, I assume, was just, like, Saturday morning, or maybe it had its own channel. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it just played Saturday mornings. You know what? Since I don't think Levon is here anyway, let's go to... I have 2 requests. Actually, one for both of you guys in... You did? Okay. Requests by both of you guys. So, first one... And the one that's either going to run good or not at all. Dancing Eyes. LCX mentioned this while I was doing my Intellivision stream. Okay. Do I have it? I might not have it. Oh, wait, hang on. I do not have it. Okay. Then we're gonna go to Julian's request. This one I gotta get the PS2 emulator out for. Blood Will Tell is Julian's request. He made that about a month ago, and I will finally honor it. It'll run fine. It uses a modernized modified PS1 engine. Okay. Well, I don't have the ROM, so I'm gonna need to find that, and then also probably fiddle fuck around with MAME for about 17 weeks in order to get it to work. Or Final Burn Alpha, because MAME just does not want to cooperate with me. Hector, how are you? Will there be a Metroid stream on Tuesday? Yes. I skipped it because I had some things to do, but yeah, rest assured, Metroid will return on Tuesday. It doesn't work with Final Burn since it's a 3D game? Fuck. Okay. Well, MAME is an absolute pain in the fucking ass, so I'm probably never gonna get it running. Unless I can, like, somehow figure out how to get MAME running properly. I mean, like, occasionally it will, but then you have to, like, configure the BIOSes and get it. MAME is such a process. It really is. I gotta wait for this PS2 emulator to load. BIOS is only required. No, it's not. I can confirm that, like, there are a bunch of, there are tons of MAME games that require a BIOS. Like, most of the Konami games require a BIOS. Or, like, some modifier file to get to run. It's just like... Why is this taking so long to load? I don't know. Let's, see, do we have anything else? Windkawonks? I don't even know that one. First you've heard of Konami games requiring a BIOS. Well, enjoy, motherfucker. Alright. I'm gonna wait for the PS2 emulator to load. Let's see, Alright, well, I kind of wanted to wait for Yasuke to get here, but... Oh, wait, oh, no, the emulator's loaded. And it loaded like 15 times. That's so good. Okay, here we go. This is a game requested by Julian. And it is... Blood Will Tell. Here we go. Sega. You got 2 games? Which ones? Okay, that's going through. Good. What system? This is Blood Will Tell for the PS2. Newer game? Yeah. I mean, PS2, so... I mean, presumably it's at least this millennium. It's attempting to run this.
Move with the
Alkin!
analog stick, not with the directional button.
It's trying. It's trying its best.
Good. Well done, Yakimaru. Move with the left analog stick while holding down the L1 button.
L1
The
button.
left analog stick while holding down the L1 button.
I'm doing that, and, doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Move with the left analog stick while holding down the L1 button.
Do I not have L1 configured properly? Okay, let's see,
This will allow you
Oh,
to
okay, now it
strafe
works.
from side to side.
yeah, fair enough, it's the strafe button.
Use it to avoid exposing your back to your enemy. Press the L1 button to center the camera
Yeah,
in the direction.
Blood
of
will
your
tell,
face.
PS2. Also, emulating PS2,
With the X button.
that's tough. Well, I mean, look at the results.
Yes.
Yes!
Good, Yakimaru.
I'm sorry, this game's drunk.
Now
It
try
shouldn't have
pressing
come into
the
work today.
X button one more time while in mid-jump. Well done.
Well
That was an excellent double jump. Now for balance. The square button does a light attack, and the triangle button does a heavy. You're a quick learner. Now
You're a quick
I will
learner.
show
You know how to
a
push
very
buttons.
special technique. Press.
Look, tutorial, if you have, like, tutorials are fine if you have, like, complex mechanics, but if your mechanics boil down to mash buttons, then maybe you don't need a tutorial.
You are not charging enough.
Oh, charging!
Hold the triangle
Oh.
button. When your sword flashes,
See,
let
this
go
is where
of
you
the
might need a
triangle
tutorial,
button.
because charging is
Attack
not
the enemy
necessarily...
using that technique.
Still, you could probably figure it out by, like, fucking around with the controller enough. Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to just, like, fucking with the controls and seeing what works?
Hold the triangle button. When your sword flashes, let go of the triangle button. Attack the enemy using that technique. Then press the buttons as they appear on the screen.
This is a Mitsu type game, I think. I don't know what that means. If they put this on the PS5, you're getting it because this is really expensive. I would get it. I mean, hell, I would, I do need to... I'm gonna get, like, a... I'm gonna...
Once again, Yakimaru. Press and hold. Practice makes perfect, Yakimaru. Practice as often as you can. Try to get as many slashes as you can. You will be rewarded. Look, your attacks have caused your spirit to fill up.
I mean, honestly, I would... Yeah, I might need to, like, see if I can get... I wonder if this is one of those PS2 games where it's, like, actually easy to, like, hack it into working. You know what I mean? Like, one of the ones that comes pre-patched to work on non-modified PS2s. Probably not, because, like...
Now, press the square button and the triangle button simultaneously.
Oh. Death move! Which,
Excellent.
admittedly, just
You have
makes you do some
successfully
ballet, but
performed
still.
a spirit attack. You will be able to learn more spirit attacks by finding spirit scrolls. Press the L2 button.
You're watching the last episode of Better Call Saul. I have a friend. I've been like procrastinating watching that show forever. I already got through Breaking Bad. I love that show, and I've heard Better Call Saul is even better.
Press the L2 button. See how the weapon in your hand changed?
Oh.
Try attacking with that sword. Excellent swordsmanship.
Excellent. Excellent
There
Smithers.
are many other kinds of swords.
Jilly, how are
Be
you?
sure to try each one at least
Jolly D,
once.
as your name is now. You're rewatching Breaking Bad? Cool.
The L2 button to return to using.
Is it chugging? Oh, it definitely is. Alright, what did it say? Oh.
Now, finally, I will explain how to use the weapons I have built into your body. First, your right arm. While using your sword arm, press the R1 button.
Oh shit, I got a gun!
Impressive, isn't it? I
Yeah.
have the repeater arm cannon.
This is how you make the game appeal to Americans.
You have your
Shoot
sword
shit.
arms drawn. It is very effective, but there is limited ammo, so use it wisely.
Use it. Yeah. Yeah, pricey game. Yeah, that's what Julian was saying earlier, is this is apparently a really expensive PS2 game. These games really are, like, starting to go, like, really high up in value. PS2 is kind of like the system. It's now, like, new enough to where people are having nostalgia for it. Or old enough, rather, to where people are having nostalgia for it. Dude, imagine, like,
Once you select your
Imagine, like, once the PS3 starts becoming, like, actually retro, like, that generation starts getting actually retro, and people try to go back and play the games, and half the games aren't playable because they were always, they always had, like, always online DRM.
Yakimaru. I call it the guided leg cannon. uses special ammo. Use it sparingly.
Sparingly.
I almost forgot. Those swords in your arms, as you defeat demons with them, the swords will increase in level. Be sure to use them often, Yakimaru, for
Cool.
they will serve you well.
Okay, so you can upgrade. Neat.
Yakimaru,
Literally
your
everything
journey
that has
begins here.
happened in this tutorial I could have figured out myself. Maybe some things, I guess it would have been nice, but again, like, whatever happened to just fucking with the controls and seeing what happened? You're losing frames. Yep. $350 CIB. Cool. I mean, it's still not, like, as insane as, like, NES games, which, like, half the time are, like, $30,000 CIB, if it's, like, Little Samson or something. Here you get 350 CIB and, like, a game that still kind of holds up. Like, I would... Like, this is a game I wouldn't necessarily even mind spending $350 for. I wouldn't, because I'm not insane, but, I could. I just realized they're saying I'm dropping frames. Am I dropping frames on the stream, or does it just mean I'm dropping frames on the game? Anyway, regardless, it's probably, like, not wise to continue playing this game, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna actually result in some issue with the stream. Let's, now that Yasuke is here, let's get on to the main event. This is kind of what I've planned. This is kind of what I've planned on doing for a majority of the stream, so... This is a game Retro Gamer Yasuke requested possibly several months ago at this point. Do I not have it? Hang on. I know I downloaded the game. Here we go. Oh, because I think it... Yeah, I think it wanted me to put a colon after LSD. So this is LSD Dream Emulator being emulated on the PS1. Is that, like... How many generations of emulation is that? But yeah, I know absolutely nothing about this game other than it is supposedly really fucking weird, and with a name like LSD Dream Emulator, I would be very disappointed if it wasn't. Happy 420, everyone, by the way. Well, 422, but I mean, you know. Fuck. Hang on. I wonder. Let me check Task Manager to make sure, like, I don't have a bunch of shit open. Project 64 is apparently running somehow. I did not assign it to do that. I will say I booted up my Mac for like the first time in a very long time. And I am remembering all of the terrible shit involved with that. And I just want to remind everybody who like might have just had like a passing interest with Mac in like the last few years, it did not used to be that bad. To a point where I had to like go through like different hoops just to download a fucking program. Okay, this should be fine. No, never mind. It's still not running properly. You know what? DuckStation might actually run better. Let's just do that. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to default to DuckStation from now on, because I've always just had better luck with it. Just runs and works better than RetroArch. Okay. Let's do it. LSD's nuts. In terms of scale, give me a second. Well, let me, like, make it, Wait. Alt-Enter does not make it full screen? Okay, I guess there isn't a keyboard command for full screen in DuckStation. Here we go. There is no game screen. It should be loaded. It should be... It should be, loaded now. I do see what, they mean, though. I can make it bigger, I think. There, that should be good. Here we go. Yeah, okay, we got it. Stream got delayed, okay. LSD Dream Emulator. Again, going into this with absolutely zero expectations. This is gonna get, So is this, graph shake on... I don't know. Okay, let's just go. I wonder if, is this a Jeff Mentor game? I can't remember if it is. Jeff Mentor was, well, I most know him for being behind Tempest 2000 on the Atari Jaguar. Used a lot of like really trippy visuals. Well-known furry, actually. Okay. Well-known furry, exactly. I know what I said. Well, so far I've gotten my money's worth, I think. I got exactly what I paid for. You'll ever play in your life? Yeah, I expect something completely. I'm honestly like, if this turns out to even be a game, I will be genuinely surprised. And accomplishing nothing? Okay. Yeah, my, like, initial expectations, really, are that, like, this isn't really a game. It's more just, like, well, an experience. Like, you kind of just go around and crazy shit happens. That's what I would assume, anyway. There's no real, like, objective to this. Okay, C-stick doesn't work. Oh. Okay, we're already teleporting to a different place. And we're already teleporting to a different place. I mean, I've never been on LSD, but I would have to imagine a trip would, like, last longer than, like, a minute or two before switching to the next one. Oh, okay, we're back to the... We're back to where we were. And we're teleporting again. Okay, so... You teleport when you turn into something? Oh, okay. So run into interesting things. I see. Weird walking simulator. That's about what I came to expect. When I walk into something, I walked into nothing and it teleported me somewhere else. Like, I feel like I would get way more out of this if I could make it last longer than, like, 30 seconds, and I don't entirely know how to do that. I kind of just want to, like, take in the weirdness of the game, but it sort of won't let me. Well, now I guess it will. I guess, like, I don't know, I imagine, like, some, like, areas are more, This is like... A lot of this reminds me of, like, SNES, like, low poly shit. Oh. Well, I fell in a hole. Oh, did I die? You can die in this game? Okay. Yeah, this is literally, like, so unlike anything that I've seen that I was genuinely curious if you could even die in this game. You can. The game hasn't done anything harder than caffeine. Yeah. This is typically how those things go. Honestly, like, I had, like, this thought in mind of, like, making this, like, a 420 themed stream, because, like, I was gonna do LSD Dream Simulator for, like, the majority of it. Then I, like, saw, like, all these, like, local morning show, like... Then I saw, like, all these, like, local morning show announcers, like, oh yes, 420, where we smoke the devil's lettuce. And I was like, I do not want to become that. Honestly, though, like, I have to imagine if you're an actual stoner, you don't give a shit about 420. Like, that's like if you had, like, National Pizza Day. Like, okay, well, I eat pizza, like, whenever the fuck I feel like it. I don't need a special day to eat pizza. You don't even have a health bar? Yeah. You can't die? Well, I just did. So... Or at least it, like, restarted the thing. Oh. Or what? Stoners are like vegans. I mean, I would agree in more ways than one. Stoners are like vegans in that you're allowed to, like, I have no problem with you doing whatever the hell you want. Just keep me the fuck out of it, please, and thank you. Yet they have to let everybody know, and they just... Yeah, like that's the thing, is, like, I don't have a problem, like, with vegans, I can understand there's, like, a moral component to it. Stoners, it's just, like, keep that shit to yourself. I don't care about what strains you use. Like, I've tried marijuana, it's fun, it's not, like... honestly, it just seems, like, too expensive to, like, actually pursue as a hobby. But then again, I collect vinyl, which is an absolute fucking money pit, so who am I to judge? That the illustration was that you had to fill... Oh, there are... Oh, shit. So there are, like... Oh, I see. L2 and R2, that's straight. Fair enough. You can look up and you can look down. Beyond that, I don't think there are really any controls to this. So I can't imagine there are, like... Are there objectives to this? Does this function... Is this in any way adjacent to an actual game? is the question that I am trying to ask. And I don't know if I will ever get an answer to that. Hopefully. Pretty sure we have an actual... Yeah, well... That's what I'm saying, is, like, I don't have a problem with, like, people... Like, I don't have an actual problem with, like, you know, stoners or anything. I just don't give a shit. Just like I'm sure you don't give a shit about my life. Okay, yeah, so if you... Okay, so I do see you. If you hit any walls... Now I understand that. I think I love the music... I love the, like, really atmospheric music in this game. I can say that for sure. Beyond that, everything feels so empty. It's like some sort of like weird existentialism almost. What? And then the game just stops. Downer. Good game, everyone. What is that? Can I interact with that in any way? No, I don't think so. Yeah, this doesn't really... I guess I was right in that this doesn't really play like a game. There's really no interactivity to anything beyond just moving around and seeing what crazy shit it generates. Oh, I'm on a timer, that's why. That's why it will, like, randomly, like, quit out. But... Yeah, Alkin, I think, described this as a weird walking sim, and I think that's sort of the vibe I'm getting as well. I just really don't want to touch the walls because, like, I want to see... Is this just looping? I think it is. I think it's just looping. So I think I've... As far as I know, I have seen everything there is to see here. Or... no? Oh, this is different, I think. Electrify. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I thought it was electrifying, but no, I think it's just, like, just a graphical glitch of, like, loading the textures in. See, I can't tell if it's looping or not. I think it is, because this all looks the same as what I was seeing.
You think that sound is just for the particular area? Okay.
Okay. Bye, LCX. Glad you... I'm thank you for stopping by as long as you did. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Good luck, man. Oh, you're still here for a bit? Okay. Hold on, let me get something. Okay. Off to Resident Evil 4. Okay, cool. Good luck with that, Alkin. Hope that goes well for you. Oh. Okay, yeah. So, like, I think my next question is, like, how much of these, like... I kind of wonder, like, how much of this is randomly generated and how much of these were, like, actually designed worlds. Like, to me, this seems like a mostly sort of a tech demo. Okay, I think we're in the same... No, we aren't in the same area. It's similar, though. No, we are. But it's different music. I'm still trying to figure out if there's an objective to this, and I don't think there is. I think you just have to, like... Wait, what was that? What the fuck is that thing? Oh. Well, it teleported me somewhere else. Run into her? Okay. See if that does something. We're like entirely in the same area, I think. You just need to figure out what's going on by yourself. Okay. Nothing here is... Oh, wow, so this was like... Okay. Hello, Akifa. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, like, that's the thing, is, like, at this point you wonder if this game was actually, like, developed by humans or, like, some sort of, like, procedural generation thing. Because I could totally see either one. Again, I feel like there should be a way of, like, interacting with these things, but I don't think there is. Which is kind of a shame. Has a comprehensive guide to this. Okay, cool. So there is an objective to this. That's what people are saying. I have no idea what the hell the objective could be. Yeah, sometimes you get, like, halls like this, which are just plain existentialism. That's fun. And I've timed out. Okay. To know what's happening, because I had no idea that there was a few places that start. All the randomness. Okay. So I guess you can control it to some extent. My guess is that, like, if you, like, hit the same wall twice... okay. Okay, that person just disappeared. I will say, like, the best part of this game so far is the, like, 90s techno music. Like, every song sounds like Everybody, Everybody. I also feel like I'm missing, like, way too much of this game because I'm vision impaired. Does this use the, what is it, like, PSG music, like a thing like Final Fantasy VII used, where it, like, generates the music from the system itself? Because it seems like it kind of, like, that's kind of, like, the thing I'm getting. Like, I don't think these are, like, recorded tracks, I don't think. I believe it's, like, generated by the system itself.
I thought it was supposed to make you disorder. Okay. This should be the second key release of the guide. Prologue? Okay, yeah, prologue. Explain to me what the hell I'm doing. Hey guys, Rich here from Review Tech USA. That'd be cool. Grasping the ropes, okay. LSD Dream Emulator can be thought of not as a game, but more as an experience you have in the form of a game. Okay, so I was half right. Released in October 1998. Ace over a period of 10 years. Okay, so I don't think this is Jeff Mentor. I was wrong. And actual copies of the game are extremely expensive. So for that matter, it's probably one of the most emulated PSX games I know. Yeah, fair enough. It only makes sense that you would be playing LSD Dream Emulator on an emulator. the OST for the game called Lucy in the Sky with Dynamites. Okay. The game came in two forms, including a limited edition, which included an OST. Did the limited edition come with a bag of LSD? Or not a bag, you know what I mean. Like a bag of shrooms or something? It has been released on the Japanese PSN. Okay. After loading up the game, players are greeted with the main menu. Selecting start. Okay, I can figure that out. Oh, so I guess you can, like, go back to, like, previous rooms, with the flashback thing. Save, okay. Okay, cool, so where is the part where it explains to me what any of this is? Walk forward, walk backwards, left, right, down, up. Oh, the X button is a sprint button. Got that. Look backwards to the right. Strafe left, strafe right. Start, pause. Okay. And it's like showing like some pop-up, so I can't like actually read much beyond this point. Do I have to download the app, I guess? Fuck, okay. So it's not even a game? Okay. LCX and Karumi are in chat right now arguing whether this is even a game. I love it. Oh, wait, no, you're not. Okay. Do you mean... No, it specifically said Lucy in the Sky with Dynamites. So, like, it's... like, obviously, like, very... So it's kind of like a play on, like, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Yeah. Let me see if it'll, like...
Yeah, it like only like okay. Yeah, I need to like sign up, like create an account with whatever the fuck this is. Google. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Can't wait for them to send me like a shit ton of spam. 3 for 30 days. Good, that's all I need. Unlock full access. We're reading a Fuck this website. It's like making me do a bunch of shit. Like, it's one of those things. Hold on. I'm gonna look up my own guide. I found a wiki. Clips, dream ending. Okay, so I'm looking at this and I am just left with more questions. Appearance. The chart appears as a square with the pixelized corners taken out. Is that what happens when I like run out of time? I get the chart? Something like that? I don't know. Must be some heavy metal reference. If you do see the man with the hat and the trench coat known as the Shadow Man, based off this guide, touch him because he's supposed to help ease your memory. Okay. So I guess that's like your only like means of interacting with people is touching them, and what the fuck? Oh god, if I had anything but like generic thumbnails, that would be like a perfect thumbnail for this episode. VGM, we're playing LSD Dream Emulator. Have fun trying to figure this game out. Well, I said I was gonna develop, like, dedicate at least some time to this, and well, we're gonna do that. Well, there's a person. Can we touch... Or, that's not a person. I don't know what the hell that is. But can we touch it? Okay. Okay, I see. So X does... Okay, well, I fell down a hole and died. I see, so that's what that graph is. So that shows, like... So, like, there is, like, a rhyme and reason to all of this, I think, but... You've spent many hours on this. I maybe have seen everything. It's crazy. Okay, so, like, is there something to do in this other than just, like, walk around in, like, some motherfucker's, like, existential nightmare? No? Okay. Good. So I'm not missing anything in this game. What? It's literally just insane and trippy looking for the fun of it. Okay, then I have missed absolutely nothing in this game. I think the blue face in the background of the one place is, like, probably the most it's probably, like, the most interesting thing we've seen so far. Okay, well, we're back in that house. And I died. Okay. Okay, well now we're like definitely like experimenting more shit now. So I'll say that I think the music is easily the best part of this game. One can die in this game. The day, translations, and more. Okay, well, like, whether you die or whether you're actually dying, it, like, takes gameplay away from you and resets the game, so... And brings you back to the title screen, so whatever you would call that. I guess you technically aren't dying, but you're resetting it. Or not even resetting it, because it just sends you to some other random location. Also, supposedly there's a timer, but I don't actually see where a timer would be visually, so I'm pretty sure it just, like, kicks you out whenever the hell it feels like it. At least as far as you know. Whoa. Yeah, so that guide said it's not a game, it's an experience within a game. So far I've seen no actual game-like elements to this whatsoever. It really is just sort of like... It really is just sort of an experience. It's like... This is like the video game equivalent of like one of those like real avant-garde movies, like Andy Warhol showing the Statue of Liberty for 8 hours. Or like somebody just like hard panning on like some random, like, you know, you know what I mean? It's like real like... This is a game. This is like a game for game devs, I think. You know what I mean? It's like you know how like you'll sometimes. You know how, like, sometimes you'll, like, hear a band described as, like, your favorite band's favorite band? This is your favorite game's... This is your favorite game developer's favorite game. Okay, I think I've exhausted all there is to see. Let's go somewhere else. There's Elden Ring. Yeah, that's true. That's probably your favorite game developer's favorite game. Try Krieger? I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Is that also a PS1 game? I could play that maybe, Whoa, shit. It's a 96 kilobyte PC game? Okay. Try KK. I'll add that to the list. Maybe I'll play that, I don't know if I'll be able to play that today, but... $98K, I imagine... Is it DOS then? I might have it. It's a full-featured first-person shooter. I see. Oh, it's on Windows? Okay. Graphics about on par with Quake 3. Alright. So it's like an actual... I'll look for it. I have it, I have it listed, so... Okay. Yasuke has a link. I will, save that. Oh, wait. No, this isn't a link to... This is a link to something called Shintendo. I don't even know. Alright. is it? It's loading GOG. I didn't ask it to do that. Okay. No, I don't want it to load GOG. What the fuck? There we go. Okay, so the soundscape just stopped. Okay. Okay, came back on now. This is the one LCX is talking about. Okay. Okay. I have that saved. I will get to that. Probably next stream. Not that I think LCX is going to be here too terribly much longer anyway, so it's probably better that I, like, hold off until the next stream. Also, I could see if I can get Dancing Eyes to work somehow. Okay, well, we're back to the realm of, like, actual music. Oh, you'll be here for a couple hours? Okay, cool. That was fast. Oh, about 40 minutes to an hour. Okay. Yeah. I might play a little bit more of this. I feel like there probably is more interesting stuff to see, but like a lot of it seems sort of like you did another playthrough of Urgites, but I guess okay. Yeah, because you have, like, rooms like this, which are just kind of like... Wait. What does that say? Is that... What, is that katakana? Or is that English? I can't tell. Yeah, it's like something in katakana, I believe. Or wait, no. Or not katakana, some sort of like foreign language. Either that or it's just some bullshit they made up. Honestly, you could tell me either one and I believe it. Oh, it's not katakana, it's kanji. I can't tell the difference. At least it is like a real thing that they didn't make up. You could have told me it was anything and I would have believed you. Okay. Oh, I see. So it's kind of... I can kind of see the difference then. Oh, it's simple and straightforward. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Whoa. Now we're getting into the real strange shit, I think. At least with the music, anyway. The more I look at this, the more I realize, like, this sort of, like, minimalist aesthetic, it's like, very Minecraft-esque. I'm probably the only person who, like, came to that conclusion, but... What is this, like Mario, the Endless Staircase? Can I BLJ past this? Oh, that was fun. You know, I think the game heard that I was about to leave it, and now it's just, like, going full force and just, like... What? This isn't even... Okay, none of this is even controllable. That was just, like, an FMV. Okay, never mind. Yeah, occasionally you'll just see shit like that. Like, not even, like, anything... that you can control. It's more just like an FMV. Few back. I think LDP was there though after. I don't remember. I can vibe to this music though. Like this is like music like I could just like find like a 10-hour long like loop of it on YouTube. And then just like play that and just vibe to it. Also, I don't know if this is necessarily random. It seems like it is though. Like it seems like it's drawing the level in real time. Actually, never mind. We've been to this exact same place before, but it had different music. Whoa. This is like the trip. I think this might be like one of the trippiest worlds we've been to so far. Actually, no, I take it back. I still don't think anything I'm gonna see tonight is gonna top that like one area with the giant like blue head in the background. They have a head like that in Chicago in the one park. Whoa. And it's decided to quit. Okay. I think I've seen enough of this game. It is... It exists. I mean, is really all I can reasonably say about it. I mean, yeah, that was... I will say that is pretty much exactly what I expected from a game called LSD Dream Emulator. It's extremely trippy, and yeah, that's I got exactly what I paid for, I think, which is nothing. So fair enough. All right, what else do we have? Okay, you know what? Let's actually I'm actually gonna go back into Duck Station. Because there is another PS1 game that Yasuke requested. One that I did see LCX play, because he played it on a Discord, but I'll play it here. Wait, I do have the game, right? Never mind, I don't have it. I thought I had Spider the game. I'll have to get that next time. Let's just get into Spider. Yeah, no, I don't. I thought I had the ROM. I thought I guess I never downloaded it. You know what? I can do that now, actually, though. Could also be one of those games where, like, I tried to convert it to a CHD and it didn't take, so I just deleted it. Not knowing that it didn't take. Spider, the video game. Okay. Oh, crap, I got the French version. That's not what I wanted. Here we go. American version. For Americans. Oh wow, the American version as compared to the French version I think is about like an extra 100 gigs. Interesting. Or 100 megs, I mean. I don't believe that you could put 100 gigs of storage onto a CD. If you do want to try, though, be my guest. I'm sure you will have very interesting results. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna extract that, and then... we'll play that. I don't know, this might... somebody fit a 2 gig game on 96 KB. Wow, that is a lot of compression. Well, fair enough. That's what that is. That's what Krieger is. Yeah, that's pretty incredible too. Like, but again, it's not 100 gigs on a CD, so who cares? It's not my completely stupid pie in the sky idea that was just me misstating something. Huh. Interesting. This has the Sony splash screen, but LSD Dream Simulator didn't. Duck Station is a very strange beast indeed. go. Bouse. So this seems like a more standard 2D affair, 2D platformer. Whether it has the PS1 logo or not depends on your BIOS. Interesting. I guess they just pull. I have like a bunch of different BIOS files, so it could just be like pulling from whatever one it happens to randomly see first. I found if I did on LDP ROM. Sorry? LCX remembered. I don't, Okay. This doesn't seem... Is this the game that, Okay, now it's 3D. Cool. I'm pretty sure the game that, oh, no, wait, no, it is still 2D. This is an interesting game. I don't know if this just feels weirder than it really is, because I just got off playing LSD Dream Emulator, but, yeah, for a platformer, this... I mean, this is entirely what I would expect from the official video game of Spiders. You know, the Spider lobby was really pushing hard for this one, and I'm glad that they finally got what they deserved. It is a collectathon. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I remember, like, LCX, when, Yasuke, like, requested this game and LCX played it in the Discord. That was, yeah, definitely several months ago. What can I say? LCX does Emulation Nation, I do Procrastination Nation. I would have made that joke sooner, I think, but, you know. This game came out in the 90s before the PlayStation 2 was a thing. Yeah, definitely. I don't know the exact year. Maybe somebody can look it up. I would have guessed like maybe like late 90s, like 98, 99, probably more like 99. I mean, as far as like these old collectathons go, this is definitely up there as one of the better ones. This is definitely at least like a step above like Amiga Trash or, you know, like Zool or Chuck Rock or any of the other like kind of 2D platformers in the same ilk. And the spider has it. Yeah. Okay, so that. Yeah, that's like kind of what I was noticing too. Was like the really big hitbox. I'll say this. I can definitely subscribe to the argument that this is a game that I think was unfairly overlooked. I think of it. I don't know why people don't talk about it as much as something like, I don't know. Like, well, actually, I think I do know why. It's because it's a 3D platformer, or it's a 2D platformer that came out when anything 2D was just a naughty word. Like, what? You aren't 3D? You don't have, like, a wide open world? Okay, then we want nothing to do with you. Like, you had, like, some games that got away with it in, like, the very early days of the PS1, like Symphony of the Night, but, like, pretty much by the time the N64 came out, it was kind of just, like, it was kind of seen, like, 2D platformers were just sort of, like, obsolete. It's not like it was, like, a, you know, like, a totally different kind of game that other people might enjoy. It's more like, oh, this is the alternative to 2D platformers now. 2D platformers are just obsolete media, you know? Which is a shame because in that generation they hadn't really perfected 3D quite yet. And, I'd say it's only until, like, very recently that they did, but then that gets into my opinion. Yeah, the attack is, like, not very responsive in this. LCX says it's giant hitbox. I just don't know. Maybe I'll request Cave Story. Cave Story has been in my, Cave Story has actually been in my, list for a while now. It's just, like, it's one of those games that has, like, a really in-depth story, and I don't know if I can do it justice on a stream like this, but I'll try. I have the WiiWare version of it on here. I used to have like a port that was like directly for the Raspberry Pi when I had that. L and R. I imagine like later on you do get like extra weapon or like different weapons that actually probably do help with your range. Which would be very, very useful. How the fuck? Okay. Also, this is one of those games that would really benefit from being on a CRT television because I do have some trouble kind of seeing like where I am in the darkness of it all. Or alternatively, would just benefit from having a light, like a brightness toggle, which, again, I don't know why PS1 emulators don't do that. That doesn't seem like a particularly difficult thing to emulate. Or a particularly difficult thing to implement, rather. Maybe it is an option. It's such a simple idea, and I know I'm not, like, there's people like Comic who have, like, totally decent eyesight who also, like, complain about, like, the darkness of these early games. There's a PS1 port of Cave... There's a PS1 port of, Cave Story as well as on PSP. Okay. I mean, if I can find the original PC game, maybe I'll buy it. Probably on Steam, I'm sure. Actually, probably on GOG for like 69 cents or something. Seems like it would be one of those games. Like, here's the thing. Does this game have a lot of problems? Yes. I think some of which you can see, some of which may not be immediately apparent just by watching me play it. That said, I think that, like if I were a kid in the 90s and I picked up this game, I would have a really fun time with it. It was released for free at launch. Now they probably... Well, if it was released for free, then I'm sure there's some place that still gives it out for free. And worst case scenario, I do have the WiiWare version on my Wii emulator. I don't foresee that being particularly difficult to emulate. I mean, it's... like, WiiWare games were, like, by design, meant to be really simplistic. Like, a few dozen megabytes each. I'm pretty sure, like, what? I think the Wii only had, like, 500 megs of internal storage as it is. So it kind of had to be pretty small. Yeah, if this was like my only game in 1999 and I had a PS1, I would like spend hours on it trying to get good. I wouldn't be like I wouldn't like beg my parents to take this back to like, you know, Blockbuster or whatever. I think that's the thing though, like I think that's the thing that like a lot of people reviewing video games nowadays kind of like fail to realize is like when reviewing a game you have to, especially like an older game that's emulated, you have to take into account that originally this cost money. Like this, I'm guessing this wouldn't have been a full price game. I'm guessing maybe like $20-$30 at launch. So like would I have paid $30 for this game? Yes. Yes, I would. I would pay $30 for this. WiiWare version is a 3D remake. Interesting. I didn't know that. So it's not the original. I'll have to look for the original then. My mic is kind of quiet. Okay, sorry. I can't really adjust the mic, but I can adjust this slightly. I think this might also be like the last. Like I spent a decent amount of time on LSD Dream Emulator rather, and I've been kind of like tired today anyway. So like I'm probably gonna cut it relatively short. So it's been like mostly a request stream, which we did get to a lot of those. I think at this point, like, requests are starting to become a little bit more sparse, so if you guys want to request something, now's the perfect time to do it. You can do so in my Discord, obviously. That's gonna be the... Well, we did also have, like, some requests in stream. Like, there's that Krieger game, and there's also Cave Story, which is something I've been meaning to play anyway. Actually, yeah, I think I am probably gonna call it a stream, but, anyway. That was fun. Definitely, like, a lot of the time was, taken up by LSD Dream Emulator. By design, really. I was, Yasuke, when Yasuke requested that game, he specifically said, I want you to spend like at least an hour and a half on it, and I probably spent about that, like an hour and a half. So I think I got more or less like, oh shh, I dropped the one camera. Sorry. Anyway, I think I got like a pretty good idea of what to expect from that game. I could have played it for hours and probably still found new material. But at the same time, like you saw, there were like rooms that really kind of like there is a lot of interesting stuff. There's also a lot of just like really boring, barren stuff, which again, like LCX says, like, you know, it's design, but a lot of it just it has that feel of like procedural generation to a point where like you can literally see it drawing the background out, like drawing the level out in real time. Like you can see it like rendering textures in real time. But anyway, So, Monday. Monday is going to be the start of something new. I think everybody who is in chat right now knows about this, but I will say it again. Monday night, 8:30, will be the start of me going through demo discs. I have a couple title candidates in mind, but I think I'm thinking maybe Eldiner Underground or the other one I had in mind. So like the three I have in mind that I'm kind of like going through in my head are Eldiner Underground, L Demo Productions, and Demonday. Because like DEMO Monday, it'll be on Monday. Those are the three I'm kind of like torn between. So I'll come up with an idea by Monday. It'll be probably one of those three. But anyway, so that's what you can look forward to on Monday. Tuesday, Metroid Fusion. And Thursday, Legend of Mana. I missed out this week because, well, Tuesday I had like a family thing I needed to go to, and then Thursday, what was I doing? Thursday I was watching the new Evil Dead movie, which in the near future I do plan on like getting on a Zoom call with Tyler, who went to see the movie with me. I want to do a review of it, but I wasn't entirely sure I had enough to say to do a review of that movie, because it really is just kind of like, it's kind of just like Evil Dead, but with a gender swap. But I think Tyler has more to say about the movie, so I think we might be able to like make like some more interesting banter if it's like two of us together. But and I know you guys love seeing Tyler whenever he shows up, so I think you guys are gonna enjoy that, whether you're interested in Evil Dead Rises or not. So yeah. PlayStation demos on Monday, and by the way, for the first episode, I plan on doing the Pizza Hut demos. There are 3, potentially 5. Reason I say that is because, so this promotion took place in the US and it also took place in Europe, specifically the UK. And I don't know if the UK promotion was at all different from the US one. I would imagine so. Usually, like if you're doing a promotion, you would want to like tailor it specifically. Like the European division would be in charge of the European promotion, and the US division would be in charge of the US promotion. But that's what I'm gonna do is the Pizza Power discs, which are between 3 and 5 discs. So we should have a decent amount of material to cover. I did happen to see like 2 of the games on that disc are like Tetris and Gran Turismo. I think 1 might be 2. But yeah, we should have a decent amount to look over. I don't think, considering it's just like a promotion, I don't think it's going to have like any of like the cool like interview stuff that you'll come to see in like PlayStation Underground and what was the thing called in the UK? Was it just called Official PlayStation Magazine, I think? Had like a really like generic, like we had a cool name like PlayStation Underground. They called it like the Official PlayStation Magazine. But anyway, that'll be Monday. Tuesday, Metroid Fusion. Thursday, Legend of Mana. At some point, maybe this week, maybe next week. It's always unpredictable with Tyler. Evil Dead Rising review. So that's it for today's stream. Let me actually like read like the last couple.
You can play Tetris for an entire stream. Yeah, fair enough. PSM? I don't know what PSM is. Demo discs, yeah. Logan's demo playthroughs. Okay. You know what, actually? That might actually not be a bad idea. I mean, like, my official name now is LDP. I guess I can just say the LDP. Logan's demo playthroughs. I actually do kind of like that. I mean, it's... You know, it's not, like, really flashy or anything, but it gets to the point. That is another thing I might consider. Oh, PlayStation Magazine. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they call it. Oh yeah, that's right. We did have official PlayStation Magazine, but I so basically like I think the difference between the US and the UK is we had like they had PlayStation Magazine and the demo discs came through that. We had PlayStation Magazine, which was like a traditional like, you know, EGM, Game Pro, you know, video game magazine. And then you had that, and then you had PlayStation Underground, which was like you paid like a certain amount of money per month, and then you like you just got the demo disc, and the demo discs themselves were the magazines. You got like not only did you get like demos, but you also got like interviews, people like hyping up games before they came out. You know, like dev interviews and things like that. You had obviously the Net Yarazi games. You had video trailers for something where they couldn't like cobble together a playable demo quite yet. Things like that. So that'll be kind of interesting. I will say though that like the way that like the PlayStation Underground things are labeled, I'm still kind of confused as to how it works. I think it's sort of like they did it in seasons. So like it'll be like 3.1, which is the first issue of the third year of PlayStation Underground, and then 3.2 is the second issue of the third year of PlayStation Underground. Something like that. And then they also had jam packs, which you could get like just in a store, not at all like associated with the magazine that you would pay monthly for. I don't know where those fall into chronologically. I don't even know if I want to do this chronologically. I feel like I probably should. I feel like that would probably be more interesting, just to kind of like map things out from a historical point of view. But yep, you have a demo disc from PSM. Okay. I don't think PSM did demo discs in the US though. I think that was PlayStation Underground. You also had a Nintendo Power subscription you used to love. I was talking about that in Eugene's stream the other day. I would love to like collect old retro gaming magazines, but I have to imagine that shit is expensive. Expensive nowadays. When they gave you the full strategy guides for games, yeah, especially for like games like then they basically made like half of their games needlessly obtuse
for the sole reason that they wanted to sell you on the subscription. Like Zelda, you would not be able to figure out Zelda unless A, you had a friend who had Nintendo Power, or B, you had Nintendo Power. Poor kids, I don't know what the hell they did. Like, they just, like, got Zelda and then just, like, wandered around for, like, 15 minutes and then just gave up. I would have... Well, no, you couldn't do that because, it's like, you know... That was your Christmas. You had to figure out some way to have fun with the game. I don't know. Okay, I'll read, like, the last couple comments and then log off. You wouldn't be surprised if the GBC didn't... If the GGC didn't like good comic to preserve it. Yeah. Yeah, I have to imagine that is like Nintendo memorabilia in general is just like really expensive. Like that, not even talking about like the actual video games for the system. I'm talking like like period correct like toys and figurines and stuff. Like that has insane nostalgia value to it. Anyway, that'll be it for this stream. Everybody, thanks so much for watching LCX, Retro Gamer Yasuke. Actually, we have two people watching, including me on my iPad. Alchem is streaming. Oh! Oh my god, we're actually ending early enough to do this. Let's raid Dyer! Let's raid Dyer! So Dyer is doing a roundtable stream. And he's showing off superhero games. I imagine he's probably nearing the end, but we might be able to... Excuse me. We might be able to catch like the tail end of it. So anyway, thank you Yasuke, LCX, Alchem Slice, Karumi, Levon, Julian. Who was that one person who like was new and like I can't remember his name, but yeah, we had like a couple people. We had Hector the Game Collector showed up. That was really fun. It was a really fun stream. We covered a lot of LSD Dream emulation. So anyways, that's it for today. Good night, and thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Bye, everyone.